Welcome back to Movie Ivy. This is my channel where I'm going to be talking about movies that I watch in today's world or movies that I maybe have watched in the past. I don't know. We're just going to talk about movies in general and I'm going to be reviewing them and telling them if it's worth your screen time because screen time is in fact precious. Don't let the world lie to you. Screen time is very precious. You can brain rot, but don't brain rot to everything, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, that out the way. We're going to be talking about a movie today that I've wanted to watch for I don't know, ever since I knew that they were making it, but I didn't even know that it came out until like 2 weeks after the fact that it came out, because shitty marketing on their part, but we're going to get to that later. Either way it goes, we're going to be talking about Knives Out Wake Up Dead Man today, and I'm so excited because I love the Knives Out series. So, let's just get into this review, and you can find out if it's worth your screen time. Okay, so first impressions of this movie, I do have to say I had no fucking clue what this was about or anything going on in it. I didn't see a trailer, I didn't see a preview, I didn't see anything for this movie. I didn't even see a fucking poster until a week ago when I was scrolling on Tumblr and then I saw gifs from the movie. I was like, oh, it came out already. No promotion from Netflix whatsoever. It feels like even when I was scrolling on TikTok, doom scrolling, didn't see any promotion for this movie whatsoever until a week after it came out, which is really sad and disappointing because I feel like if they would have, I don't know, hyped it up a little bit more, I would have been more excited to see it, and I would have watched it immediately or right away. But I didn't fucking know it was even out yet because of such bad marketing. Netflix has $1 billion fucking dollars. Why was the marketing for this so bad? Or maybe it was just me. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But I see everything, and I didn't see anything for this movie. So going into it, only thing I knew was the things from the first two movies, and the obvious premise of the movies. That's all I knew going into it, because I didn't see anything fucking else. I didn't know it was gonna be a priest involved. I didn't know it was gonna be a church involved. I didn't know anything about it. So I didn't really have any really good first impressions besides the first two movies. Once again, I had no hype going into it. I was just like, ooh, Knives Out. That was my only hype, literally, and that's so really frustrating to really say because again, I do love these movies. So a warning would have been nice. I guess that's another way to say it. A warning really would have been fucking nice. Yeah. So Wake Up Dead Man just kind of finds Benoit Blanc. I don't know if I said that right. Finds him back at another kind of crime scene thing going on, but set in a religious theme where he's trying to find out who murdered Monsar Wick at his own church. That's basically the whole plot of this entire movie. Of course, every character has a motive to hide their hands, there's secrets, there's illusions, there's all that things going on as usual in the Knives Out universe. Yeah, simple and easy, not too much on the plot. So what I do have to say that what worked for this movie is the visual cues it was giving me. It was giving me a lot of visual cues. I really appreciated that. Like Priest Judd. I feel like I'm saying that so wrong, but I'm probably not. But Priest Judd having the neck tattoo poking out of his priest collar the whole time. I don't know if it's even called a priest collar. I don't know that's what I'm calling it, but seeing it poking out of his priest collar the whole time, it really just hints at his past boxer life that he keeps talking about, and it really helped build in the character's history, and I really believed it, and it really just felt like it wasn't Josh O'Connor acting like a priest. It just felt like it was a real person with a boxer past. I really appreciated that visual cue. There was also the visual cues that kept happening in the church. If you notice, there's lighting differences. When Priest Judd first walks into the church for the first time, it's kind of light. It is brightness in the church, and then fuck, you understand what I'm saying. Wick comes in, and then it's dark tones. Those differences happen a lot throughout the movie, that it helps you realize that it is in fact intentional, and it is really cool. Because then when you see Benoit Blanc going off about how he has kind of religious trauma from the Christian church, you see it being fade out to dark. And then when Priest Judd is talking about oh, hope and this, that, and Christ being your guiding light, it's bright again, it's light. It's really cool kind of seeing that light and dark contrast. It was a really nice touch. I love that visual cue. Visual cues were on point in this entire movie. Another thing I think that worked really well was the actual murder mystery in this movie. And I feel the past two, I feel it was kind of easier to guess who did this. In this one, I think the difficulty level stepped up just a tad bit, and it made it funner to kind of guess who did it. Could have been Martha. Could have been Psy, could it have been Judd, could it have been Samson. Like seeing and kind of like guessing and it being a tad bit harder made it really fun. The mystery was really good. I will have to say it was like a more of a serious tone this movie, which doesn't help the mystery in a way. I don't know. I think the serious tone really worked with the mystery. I don't think the murder mystery is it's religious. It had to be serious. I don't really know. That's kind of all. But the murder mystery really did work well in this movie, and the serious tone really did work really well as well. I did enjoy the murder mystery. I didn't really see coming who was. That was good. I love that. I love being surprised. Yeah. My favorite moment in this movie was like the big reveal at the end. When it's like, oh, who did it, and they're explaining how they did it and how it happened and why they did it. I loved seeing that whole moment at the end of this movie. It was really fun, and I think only reason I really enjoyed that part of the movie is because it was Glenn Close. If you don't know who that is, do your research. She's an amazing actress, Miss 101 Dalmatians herself. Her storytelling and her acting, she's just so well. So when she was like revealing as to, why she did this and how they did it, it was just really captivating and it really kept my attention. It was a good solid 30-minute explanation, but I loved it and I was sad for every minute of the explanation because she sold it so fucking well. That was my favorite moment in this whole movie. It was just fucking great. I don't know what to say. But now that I've gone over what did work for this movie, I have to go over what didn't work, which is just mostly going to be my petty grievances with this movie, just because like no movie is perfect. I can't like give you a lie like, oh, this is a perfect movie 10 out of 10, because no movie is fucking perfect. Every movie has flaws, just like every person has flaws. So of course this movie has flaws, and my flaws in this movie are more petty than real. But whatever, we're gonna talk about them anyways. It's on my chest. Okay, so you know how Knives Out is like basically is always an ensemble cast for the movies? That didn't work for this movie. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of tired of seeing the ensemble cast. This movie, it wasn't a chemistry with the ensemble cast. I didn't fucking like it. I didn't like seeing the star cast of celebrities. Like, I'd rather you cast like some small time actresses and actors in there, and maybe their chemistry would be better. And maybe I just won't be listening to fucking Meg Griffin as a police officer. It didn't make sense. I didn't like the ensemble cast. The chemistry wasn't great whatsoever with the ensemble cast, or maybe I just didn't see enough of them together or enough of them at all to even like care about the ensemble cast. Like in the other movies, something went wrong right there, and it just could have been better. Speaking of ensemble cast, Jeremy Renner, what the fuck was that? That I've seen you act better. I feel like this is like it just wasn't his best acting. It felt very lazy, felt very slept on. I feel like he didn't really do much, and I didn't like him. He wasn't that great. He acts better in Avengers, and I feel like maybe he's gotten away with Avengers for so long because it's such an easy job. What can I say? Also, Mila Kunis also sucked in this movie. I just didn't feel like her character really had any depth, and her character it just wasn't needed. Maybe that's just a better, broader term. Her character wasn't needed. I like Mila Kunis in other things, but I didn't like her in this thing. We didn't need her. Like, speaking of Mila Kunis, her and the whole police force just wasn't necessary because they added nothing to the plot. They weren't fun. It was kind of useless. Like, it was like, what? I mean, okay, but they were just kind of in the way a lot, and they just didn't do anything. They didn't do anything to my sense of humor. They didn't do anything to the plot. They didn't solve the murder mystery. They were just fucking annoying, quite blankly. Like they weren't needed, and neither was she. Sorry, just delete the whole thing. Delete the whole police force. Delete Mila Kunis. Delete it. And I think I would have liked it a bit more. And then I have to talk about my most pettiest grievances of this whole movie. It's just like, I don't want to hear the word Netflix in a movie. I'm so sorry. Like, yes, it's so very petty. I know and I get that. But I don't really want to be like watching a movie where it's like a murder mystery kind of, and then hear the word Netflix in it. Like, what the fuck are we talking about Netflix for? Like, I get Netflix is sponsoring this movie or created this movie. It's Netflix Studios. I don't really care. That whole thing. But like, you have enough money that you don't need to be shouted out in your movie. It was like a ad. Like it was stupid. I hated it. Like when I'm watching a movie, I'm in that movie world, and in my head, in that movie world, Netflix and things like that just don't exist. Or if they do, it's a different name. It's not Netflix. It kind of ruined it for me. I don't want to hear about Netflix while watching Netflix. Be so fucking for real. Sorry, this review is kind of short. I'm a little sick right now, if you can't tell, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. But all in all, this movie was cool. It was alright. I liked it, but it wasn't as fun as campy as the other ones. Like we really just dropped the fun in campy. We made it more serious, which I feel like worked, but at the same time, like, what, did we really need to do that? No, I don't think so. Like, I think the whole point of murder mystery is to be fun and campy. It's murder mystery. Like, you can't. I don't fucking know. Like, it's just a completely different vibe from the first two. So, like, if you're gonna watch it, just don't go into it expecting the first two, because it's not the first two. It's a completely different vibe. It's brand new. It's dark, serious, and religious. And that's kind of it. I would watch it again for sure, but I'll probably just watch it with like my family as like a family movie night type of thing. But only if I'm in the mood for it. Like you have to be in the mood for it to watch it. I feel like I don't know if I worded that right, but you have to be in the mood for it, and I would only watch it with my family as like a family movie night type of thing. I would recommend it. I think it's great that it's a Netflix movie because I don't think it would go well in the theaters, to be honest with you. And I'll give it like 3 Ivies out of 5. Not bad, not the greatest. It's a cool. It's alright. I'd recommend it. You should watch it, give it a try. But I can admit it's not for everybody's taste. You're probably gonna fucking hate it at some point. Oh well. But thanks for joining me on my sicky review days. I'm so sorry that I'm sick. I work with kids, so sorry that I'm sick. Um, I think the next video I'm gonna do is gonna be like reviewing Welcome to Derry because I got into that. Now that it's finished, I've binge watched it, so I think I'm gonna review that. Then after that, we're gonna do Avatar. Give me some grace on Avatar. I'm really trying to get there, but like I want to wait like at least a week for the hype to die down just a tad bit before I get into it and tear it apart. Um, but yeah, that's aside. That's what's coming up for us. Enjoy. I wish I could split into this a bit more, but so yeah. See you next time.